Hello everyone, in this video I'm gonna show you why you should never give up and never surrender in Pokemon Unite. This game was a 3-man pre-made and was played in Master Tier against players with 1500 LP, and they were 3-man pre-made as well. So without further ado, let's get started here. So I'm playing Greninja in the jungle. It's pretty simple, just get the substitute, go over the wall and just continue to clear, try to get level 5 and then gank top. Try to do your melee attack on the buffs whenever possible because you do a lot more damage if you do your enhanced melee attack on it. So the clear is pretty simple, just go do a U-shaped clear and then it will bring you straight towards the top lane. So the reason why I wanted to gank top is because top lane is a bit easier to gank just because Brush is very close to you, so you can sneak into it and be in position. So the goal here is to just fight for the bees. I don't really want to get too many kills if possible unless the enemy team walks up too far. Here I see that my teammates are fighting and their jungler is bot lane, so I'm like, okay, then this is pretty free for us. Their Snorlax actually walked up and took a lot of damage. Unfortunately, we actually missed the bee because their Lucario timed the Meteor Mash quite well, but that's fine. Like, okay, I guess we'll just dive them now because we have 3 people here and their jungler is still sitting bottom. We managed to kill one instantly. And I dash back, get the fruit away from the Snorlax, because if he manages to flash into the fruit, then he just gets full HP, then we just cannot kill him at all. Snorlax here, dodged the bubble with the body slam, but that's okay. I managed to crit him at the end, and that gives me enough time to score before the enemy Lucario came up. Here the jungler actually came around, and I think I stuck around a little bit too late, and got punished quite hard due to the power-up punch. But it's not a big deal. I mean, we got what we wanted, we got the kills, we got the scores, so I'm now on level 6. My next goal is to just farm for level 7 and then play for the first objective spawn. As you can see, I'm very close to level 7, just need one buff and get me to level 7. So the enemy bot lane is actually part of the 3-man pre-made, and they're running Cramorant and Mr. Mime. Ganking that lane is very difficult because both those Pokemon are extremely heavy in burst damage, and Greninja doesn't have too much burst damage at the start of the game. That's why I am just pretty much permanently ganking top because it's much easier. Here I see that the jungler is pathing bottom and the bees are spawned, so I'm just gonna go and try to fight for that. I get 2 Surf Reset that pretty much instantly clears up the smaller bees. The Lucario dives in and we can do the damage on him. Here I dodged the Lucario power punch with my Surf and got the healing off the crab, and we end up killing the Lucario. Now is the perfect time to dive this Snorlax as well as my Surfs came back up. I'm gonna go and grab the fruit again so he does not get the chance to heal. The Snorlax passive gets bonus healing when he grabs the fruit, pretty much put him at full HP. Here we kill the Snorlax again. And I end up getting the score once again, which is really clutch because not only does that level up me to level 9, and I get the score down, now I'm pretty much the strongest player in this game at the moment. Here the Lucario tried to score, that's fine, we just stop him, punish him. The enemy team did the Dreadnought extremely quickly, which is okay. I don't think we could have contested for Dreadnought anyways. Like I said, they have a Cramorant and Mr. Mime bot lane, so contesting for that, it's a very slight chance that we'll get it just because they're running a full comp of burst damage, meaning their early game is just extremely strong compared to ours. We have a Cinderace and a Greninja that needs to scale, so I'm just gonna give up the Dread, which is the correct play because now that we got the Rotom, the enemy team, even though they got an experience lead, they can't just run top and get the Dreadnought, just pretty much steamroll us. Here I see that my jungler is probably gonna get confiscated by the enemy, so I'm just gonna run into their jungle and see what I can do. The Zera actually decided to come back into the jungle, that's fine, he jumped on me, so I'm just gonna walk away. And here a fight actually broke out. I have to use my ulti just to survive. I managed to pick up 1 kill, and I think I actually survived here as well with a sliver of health due to the focus band. And then I see that Mr. Mime is pretty low. I was trying to go for a score here, but I'm like, okay, Mr. Mime's low, I'm gonna surf in, grab the kill. So right now I pretty much drew out a lot of pressure from the enemy team, and unfortunately I stepped into the Cramorant Tornado and Snorlax Heavy Slam cleaned me up, but that's okay. That actually stopped the momentum from the enemy team. Now they can't just high pressure us, and my team actually have some time to farm. You'll notice that the game at this point is very even though we're losing in the early game. But in terms of just like goals and stuff, we have pretty much the same amount of goals up, right? So, and the top lane is pretty much untouched at this point, and that will play a really crucial part towards the end game, as you will see later. So now the goal is to just farm and play for the next objective. Everything is reset back to neutral. There shouldn't be any fights happening because the objectives are just barely spawning now. Here I decided to walk down and try to fight for this Dreadnought because I am pretty strong. I'm level 11 and my teammates are all gathered here. But it's still a pretty difficult fight just because, like I explained before, they're running a full early game comp where it's just heavily in burst damage. Here I get a pretty clean reset on the Zera, but unfortunately the Crabman ulted. All of his auto attack actually targeted me, and then the Lucario also jumped on me, and I ended up dying to the Crabman ulti. So Crabman ulti is extremely strong just because of the fact that it's auto targeting, so it just hits whoever's the lowest. And since I'm a squishy Pokemon, it just instantly kills me if I stay in it for too long. Here, same situation, we just have to give up the Dread and take the Rotom because it relieves a lot of pressure. Like I said, if they get the Dread and they come top, get the Rotom, then they just steamroll us and we cannot do anything about it. So I have to stop the bleeding here and just reset everything back to neutral. The enemy team is actually bot lane right now. I hope my team can defend a 4v5 under the goal. I don't think they are strong enough at the moment because the Dreadnought experience lead is just a little bit too much. I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'm getting strong. I can carry this game. I just need to play for Zapdos. So at this point, I think my team was just ready to give up, even my premates. But I'm like, no, we can play for Zapdos. I'm really strong. I've gotten a lot of farm this game. But right now, I'm just trying to clear for level 13. That will get my smokescreen upgraded to give me extra damage. The enemy team walked up a little bit too far, so I'm just gonna pop my ulti here and just grab a kill on the Mr. Mime. That will give me the experience that I needed for level 13. Alright, everything just reset back to neutral now. We just farm pretty much and play for the next objective, which will be the Zapdos spawn. Yeah, my team is actually looking for a fight. Our Ninetales scored 20, which is fine, but he ended up dying for it. As long as the enemy team doesn't really get too much out of that kill, then everything is okay, because 20 point for us will help us get back into the game just a little bit. Here the enemy team dove in really deep for the chase. My team should just continuously back. I made a misstep of poking too far here, and the wall actually just, like, it manipulated my pathing to the point where I just cannot run away. I pretty much walked deeper into them. So that was really well played by the Mr. Mime. Ended up dying here. Pretty rookie mistake, to be honest, to be poking up that far against the Mr. Mime. That's why I said that at the start of the game, we can't really contest too many Dreads because of things Mr. Mime can do. I don't know what level items he has, but his burst damage is a little bit high for an average Mr. Mime player. Here, the Crabman ulted again, which is fine. Now thinking about it, that the as long as they don't do the Zapdos with that Crabman ulti, it's pretty much a wasted ult. He ended up killing me, but my death timer is not that big. It's only about 20 seconds, so I can spawn. And like I said, if they don't do Zapdos, which I don't think they do, because they realized at this point, they were up about like 200 something points, I believe. Do notice that our top side is not really touched at the moment, so that pretty much alleviate a lot of pressure. Most of the scores are on bot side. Here, I'm not gonna say anything. I'll just let the fight play out, and you guys will see how I ended up carrying the game. Alright, so I ended up wiping their team and secured the Zapdos as well. Now I'm just telling all my teammates like, okay, if you have score, just go for the score. Here I grabbed the 100 and I realized that Zapdos still have some time. So I'm just gonna grab a 2 extra camp and go for the extra score. Hopefully that will help us secure the win. And I think the Lucario and me scoring here actually gave us barely enough points to get the win. We see that the Snorlax is gonna run top because he was the only surviving member after the Zapdos fight. And my Cinderace actually ulted, plus the Lucario ulti, just to stop him from scoring. As you can see, that's the reason why we won the game here as well. So everybody played it really well after the Zapdos fight. We got the score, we got the stop. And there you go. That will be the end of the game. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this really high intense gameplay. And if you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you guys all next time. Good luck in your raid games.